Good afternoon. We appreciate all of you coming today. We are very pleased to have our Secretary of Homeland Security, Janet Napolitano, here today. Welcome. We're so glad to have you here in our state. She's an important player in helping us get through our recovery efforts because her agency controls FEMA. And we need her here. But more than that, she's a former governor and she understands what's going on when it comes to disaster recovery, and we appreciate the Secretary joining us here today. So, Madam Secretary, welcome to Oklahoma. And we're also very pleased today to have the CEO of the American Red Cross, Gail McGovern, who is also joining us. And the Red Cross has certainly played a very important role in our recovery efforts here in our state, not just this week or the previous tornadoes that we had on Sunday, but for many, many, many years. The Red Cross has always been there when we needed them, and it certainly helped with our families and providing food, water, any type of assistance, shelter that those that lose property and loved ones have faced. So welcome, we're glad to have you here. And we're also joined by our congressman of this area, Congressman Tom Cole. He grew up in this area, his family lived in this area, and certainly he represents this area. And Congressman, we're glad to have you back from Washington, and very sorry for what has happened to this community and your hometown area. And we want to start out by just saying thank you to all of the personnel that's been working here on the staff, on the ground site itself. Certainly the first responders, the fire, the police, the emergency personnel, the law enforcement, the various charities, entities, the mayors. We appreciate Mayor Lewis and Mayor Cornett, the tremendous job that everyone has been doing. It is moving along very well. It is a big project, and there certainly is a lot of issues that need to be dealt with, but we are making some progress. As I drove in earlier this morning onto various sites, I could see that we were clearing off some of our public area of the debris and being able to open up more roads and more areas so that people can get through and begin the process of recovery in this very big disaster area that we have. I want to mention that this is still a very active recovery site, and many people have talked about the traffic along I-35 and also among the public roads in this area. And just to ask the public who is not involved with the recovery efforts or the cleanup or in the area for business, that if you could not come and look yet, it would be helpful for the congestion that we are experiencing on our highways. And just ask the public to be patient with us as we move the type of equipment and personnel that we have to get along the highways and the roads to get things done. Also, the individuals that have been affected by the storm itself, we still want you to make contact with the state, still make contact with FEMA. We need to know where you're at. We need to know if you need assistance. We need you to contact FEMA so we can get you the appropriate assistance, whether it is the individual assistance that we've been awarded through the Federal Disaster Declaration, or whether you're a small business person and you're needing help with SBA loans. There is help there, and certainly those that have been misplaced. We want you to also tell us of your whereabouts, especially with those who still may not be able to find some of their relatives. We have a website at the Red Cross. It's called safeandwell.org, and if people will register with that website and let us know that you're safe and you're well, that will help us to determine if there should be anyone that may not be found yet during this disaster. We've also seen a great amount of outpouring of support from various charities, various entities, individuals, corporations. We've received phone calls from all over Oklahoma and certainly throughout the United States and some from other countries, and we're very grateful for your support. This is going to be a long recovery process. There are many, many needs with our families and our individuals. Short term, if people want to help, you can give to the American Red Cross. You can give the Oklahoma Red Cross, I should say, too, and also to the Salvation Army, to the United Way, and that will help with our local charities. In the long term, we have set up a disaster relief fund. It's called OK Strong Disaster Relief, and that will be with the Oklahoma United Way organization, because once we get through the initial cleanup stage, families have to go on with their lives, but yet there's still a lot of challenges ahead of them and a lot of costs involved with that. And so if people want to donate, they can contact the United Way to help on that. Affected individuals, regardless of income level or whether you have insurance, are encouraged to contact FEMA and to visit with them about available services. And we have FEMA people that are here today that we're glad to have join us again. Rich, thank you for coming once again. We appreciate Administrator Fugate joining us yesterday.